Well, here we are. Speaking of horses, we're at the All-American Quarter Horse Congress, and I'm really happy to be standing here with Denny Chapman. Now, Denny's gained a lot of fame here in the last few years. Cowboy mounted shooting, you've done very well. If you watched on the History Channel a year or two ago, Top Shots, Denny was, you got way down in the finals there for a while, because I know we were watching to see how well you were doing. But welcome, Denny, first of all. And let's start out by saying, how did you do this year at the finals?
Well, Wayne, first of all, it's a pleasure to see you again. I appreciate you having me on the show. Yeah, we just returned from the CMSA World Finals in Amarillo, and it was really fun for me because I'm campaigning a new horse for a client, a stallion. And this is a little different. We're starting to see some bloodlines and some things that people are looking for in my sport of mounted shooting, like specific bloodlines, cow-horse crossed with race blood now. And I've got a great little stallion, Mr. Coco Bueno Rumba, 7-year-old, really beautiful horse, a beautiful buckskin Grullia colored horse that's gaining a lot of attention. He is now qualified for the AQHA World Championships, which will be in Houston in March because of our showing at the World Finals. He did pretty good. We still have some seasoning to go because this was only about his third big match, but he did great, and we're looking forward to campaigning him next year. And one of my other horses won a world title there at the World, so doing good. We're steaming right along.
Well, I know we are standing in the Stagecoach West booth at the Quarter Horse Congress, and you're a guest here for the next couple of days in their booth so people can meet and greet. And also, if you're not aware of it, that now through the Quarter Horse Congress, they now recognize and have a couple of big days of cowboy mounted shooting here. Yeah,
it's a really big deal for the All-American Quarter Horse Congress to debut the inaugural Quarter Horse Congress cowboy mounted shooting competition, which is going to be Sunday. I believe that it'll be the 28th, which will be the last day of Congress, I believe, here. And it's a really big deal for the CMSA. You know, they've gained a lot of attention through corporate sponsorship. They've got Wrangler on board, Hart Trailers, some really big recognizable names. And as you can see, I kind of look like NASCAR. I've got a lot of sponsors too. But it's important, you know, to promote those people who are supporting this sport. And our sport is still, by the numbers, the fastest growing equestrian sport in the nation right now. And it's the most fun sport.
It is. And what I was just thinking, what was going through my mind when you said NASCAR, I can see you saying, yeah, my horse, the Suncoast Shaving Seminole Wellness horse, he was doing well.
That's exactly right. And, you know, it's important to promote the people who promote our sport. And I'm pretty picky when it comes to the care of my horses, and I'm approached by a lot of different companies. And I'm really proud to fly the colors of the companies that I use and keep my horses happy and healthy.
Now, there's something else that you've got going here. We're standing in front of two nice saddles, and these are your signature models. Tell us a little about this.
Well, you know, the neat thing about our sport is that it's kind of demanded the need for special equipment. It's not exactly barrel racing, it's not exactly cow horse stuff, but it's a combination of a lot of different things, and we need saddles that have specific qualities for us as competitors. We need a deep seat saddle that'll kind of keep us down, close contact to the horse, but we need security also because we're running really fast, turning really hard, and doing all these maneuvers like barrel racers do, and working cow horse people rein cow horse, but we're shooting guns at the same time. So sometimes it's hard to think about sitting down deep on your horse. So we've designed these saddles with a nice deep seat, close contact to the horse, and they're just taking off like wildfire. This is the base version of the Denny Chapman all-around mounted shooting saddle. It is actually reinforced. You can actually dally off this saddle and use it for ranch work as well. And as you can see, Wayne, this one is kind of the fancier version. This is kind of the premier version.
That's why I stood by this one.
Yeah, so for folks who just want to look a little nicer, and you know, both of these are handmade, hand-tooled. They're not factory-made saddles, and we're really proud of that fact.
Well, I would go for this one because I would not be well in the shooting, so I'd have to look good in the saddle, right? I go for fashion, not form.
You know, that's an interesting point. Not everybody looks like me out there. You know, I'm shoot on a pro level and represent my sponsors. But a neat thing about our sport is it's Americana. It's a little bit of history. And you see some guys out there and ladies looking like they came right out of Lonesome Dove. And they're wearing the wild rags and the wrist cuffs and the woolly chaps, and it's really neat. And that's half the fun of it.
It is. Hey, Denny, it's been a pleasure to talk with you, and we wish you well. And I know you got a lot of things moving on the horizon, but it's always fun to catch up with you. And because we go back quite a few years when you were working at Kentucky Horse Park and developing things, and so it's really nice to see everything progress like it has.
Thank you, Wayne. We look forward to seeing more of Speaking of Horses TV.
We'll do it. Thanks, Denny. Right here at the All-American Quarter Horse Congress.